Hi, this is Devin over at Sinister Machine Works. Welcome back to my channel. I'm label this one CNC Shop Talk Episode 2 since I haven't made any more since the first one. This is going to be kind of a two-part video. I'm actually going to discuss working with Zometry and kind of review it, and also go into the point of this episode. So I talked before about doing the Zometry test part. Actually did it with I bet it was 10 weeks ago, and I used Toolpath to program it, or mostly program it, just to actually kind of give Toolpath a run and see how that worked. I have a video on that, and short answer, that worked great. I think it's a very good additional software to use to help CAM programming. But Zometry, going back to that, I sent in my test part. I bet it's been 10 weeks now since I sent it in, and I've asked them multiple times to, say, hey, my part passed. Is it good? Did it fail? Anything like that? And they just respond back that, it takes time to, inspect a part to make sure it's good. But here, do some more paperwork and stuff, fill that out, which I think I already have most of it done anyways. But, keep doing more work to see if you can become a partner with us. But we're just going to take, however long we want to inspect your part to see if it even passed or not, which is the point of this video. They, in my eyes, are a bad partner. Why should they hold everybody to high expectations, quality, everything like that, get stuff on time to them, and then they just come back and check your part out whenever they feel like it? 10 weeks, that's excessive. Even 2 weeks is excessive. Are they going to say, if you actually do a part for them, you send it in, and they do the inspections on the first ones, are they going to take 10 weeks to inspect it? 10 weeks to pay you? Stuff like that. In my eyes, that's just, a poor partnership. They should tell you right off the bat, we're not looking for anybody to partner with us right now. Don't waste your time. That's great. But right now, I'm sure they would have 100 shops make test parts, and they could probably just let them sit around not being done. Lucky for me, I don't need the work from them. But for somebody that's got a new CNC mill or lathe, and they're trying to become a partner with Zometry, and they tool up, buy the tools, material, and stuff like that, do their test part just for them to essentially waste their time, I think it's extremely poor of a company like that. And that's the point of this video is, with a business, you need to have partnerships. Whether it's tool suppliers, raw material suppliers, customers, everything like that, is a partnership. And if you have a customer that is really hard to deal with, always complains about something, or doesn't like to pay on time, stuff like that, why have them as a customer? Granted, you might need them, as a customer to, pay your bills and stuff, but, don't keep that kind of partnership. If you do everything you can, try to do the best you can, and then a place that you're working with, whether it's customer or supplier or whatever, treats you poorly, find somebody else. Eventually these companies or people or whatever will get to the point where they don't have anybody working with them and they have to change their ways. If you just put up with it for years and years and years like that, they're just going to keep doing it, and they're going to do it to everybody they can. That's why, for me, I'm a huge fan of Ellison Technologies. I know some people have had bad experience with them. I bet you can find somebody that had a bad experience with any machine tool dealer, any machine tool manufacturer, stuff like that. So, when you do reviews or read reviews, take it with a grain of salt. I did a review on Ellison. I've had extremely good support with them. I haven't had very much service to do because my machines have been new, and I take care of them, and I don't, run them into the ground and stuff like that. But I haven't had to have much service done, and the little I have, I've had a great experience. Sales side, I think they're the best out there. My salesman, Tim, he's top notch. I can't say enough about him. He's always been great to me. Always fast at getting me quotes or, get me information, stuff like that. If I could recommend him to anybody, I would, and I do. So, that's a good partnership. To have, like, if I'm gonna go look at another machine, maybe I'm gonna add a fifth axis machine or a lathe or something like that. The first one I'm gonna look at is a DN Solution, just because I have that good of relationship with Ellison. Like, I trust what my salesman is gonna tell me, or like, hey, you don't want this machine, you want this one instead. I'm gonna trust what he says, just because of my experience with him. But that's with anything. Like, if you have a tooling dealer that or a supplier, that gets you end mills, they might not be this brand A that everybody raves about on Facebook or YouTube, stuff like that, or, oh, you got to have this one, it's the best thing ever. Your tool salesman might say, hey, check out this MA Ford 5 flute end mill if you're doing stainless. He's like, well, we've had really good luck with them. You might want to try it out. And a lot of times, guys like that, they'll bring in samples for you to try to see if you actually like them. And it's, I myself, for, tooling's across the board. Like, one company might be really good at end mills for aluminum, but titanium, they might not be very good. So you got to look around and try different stuff. But having a tool salesman or supplier like that is another great partnership to have, because their interest is for you to buy products from. If you're not going to be happy with what they're telling you to use, you're going to go somewhere else. So they're going to try their best to get you what you need. Pretty much the point of this episode is just to, help you guys keep your eyes open and try to work with places. For me, I don't have a CNC lathe right now, so I work with another machine shop here in town to do my lathe work when I need parts made on a lathe. I have a great relationship. I'll go in there and talk with them, and with the owner of them, and tell him what I got going on, stuff like that. He gives me a price. I'm not going to double check it anywhere, because he's always been fair to me in that sense of machining parts for me. I don't feel the need that I need to go find somebody else that might be $1 cheaper a part or 10 cents different a part, just because my relationship with that company means more than saving a few cents here or a dollar here. Um, you know, if he ever needed something from me, you know, like some milling done or something like that, or you know, he's asked me advice on stuff, machining different components and stuff like that, and I've always given it to him. You know, we just kind of go back and forth like that. Same way with, you know, material supplier. Find somebody that's going to treat you right. Um, you know, if they're sending out you the wrong material to you, not sending the certs, you know, overcharging you for something, whatever it may be, look around. You know, try to find somebody that's best for you. Some places, if you're small, they don't even want to deal with you. That's, you know, that could be their model. You know, they just want to deal with companies that do 100,000 a month with them. Okay, perfect. You'll find somebody else. Um, you know, it's it's in this kind of industry, it's best to work with other people. If you're always like, oh, I'm a better machine shop than them, I'm trying to get all this work from them, you know, it's gonna be a hard boat. A lot of times, if you work with other places, they'll send you stuff, you send them stuff, it goes back and forth, and you can usually have a really good business doing stuff like that. Um, it's probably kind of a long-winded episode here, but it's just something I wanted to go over with and tie Zometry in because, um, you know, some people, it might be great for them, and I know there's people out there that make money off Zometry and have a good relationship with them. But there are also a lot of people that have not made any money off them or not a good fit for them. So when you're choosing somebody to um, work with, just try to, you know, do some research if you can, or you know, start off small and work, you know, start working with them and see if it's a good fit for you. But you know, it's always, in my eyes, been the best to find somebody to work with and continue to work with them. Doesn't mean you always have to stick with them on everything. You know, you could branch out and have multiple places where you buy machine tools or tooling, stuff like that. But, you know, work on those relationships. And the more relationships you have with places, the easier your business is going to grow and be more successful. So I'm just going to end that here. Just kind of a little rant review, something kind of video. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and have a good day. Subscribe if you want. Like my video if you want. Comment, ask questions. You know, I try to help out as much as I can. So feel free to say something. Thanks everybody for watching.